Hey, how's it going everyone? My name is Andrew and welcome to Andrew's Aviation. Today I'm at Orlando International Airport with a backpack full of stuff I got from a local mouse wearing red shorts and a giant castle. The trip to his 25,000 acre plot of land was fun, but now I think I'm broke after spending an arm and a leg on entry permits. So, to stay cheap for the ride back to Chicago, I booked a basic economy ticket with United Airlines. Usually not much happens in basic economy because you're not even allowed to bring a carry-on bag. But, as you've already seen from the title of this video, surprises can happen. So, let's check in and head to the gate. United has a smooth check-in process at Orlando. The kiosks allow for quick processing, but when flying in basic economy, you always have to wait for a staff member to sign off that you don't have a carry-on bag. This is just to make sure that anyone who doesn't purchase a carry-on in advance don't cheat the system like a mad lad. After a short ride in Orlando's famous SkyTrain, I entered Terminal B and walked over to Gate 44 like a normal passenger. After I sat down, my name was called over the PA to come up to the gate agent. At first I felt scared because I thought I was in trouble, like a third grader when they get called down to the principal's office. But instead of the agent yelling at me or kicking me off the flight for who knows what reason, they offered me a free upgrade to Economy Plus to let two people sit together. Of course I said yes, because I understand it sucks to sit away from your family, and also, why would anyone in their right mind pass up a free upgrade ever? And here's our aircraft that will take us to Chicago. This 737-900ER, registered as November 66808, is 6 1/3 years old at the time of the flight and powered by two CFM56 engines. United 737-900s and MAX 9s all generally have the same seat configuration with only minor differences in the amount of Economy Plus seats. Our 737 today is configured with 20 first class seats, 42 Economy Plus seats, and 117 economy seats. Due to my fortunate circumstances, I'll be joining my fellow Economy Plus passengers in seat 20F, which happens to be an exit row. This seat is placed over the wing, but it also has a great view of the engine. So now that we're settled in, let's have a look at our seat. The one main thing that sets apart Economy Plus from Economy on United is the legroom. United 737-900 Economy Plus seats offer 34 inches of pitch, 17 inches of width, and 3 inches of recline. Even though legroom here is only an extra 3 inches, it still made a difference for me since I have to fit all my stuff under the seat. Even with my upgrade, I technically still wasn't allowed to use the Economy Plus overhead bin space, which I guess was pointless for me anyways because the overhead bin space was already full from the crowded flight, and I already had enough room for my legs and my backpack full of souvenirs. For future reference to anyone watching flying basic economy, I would recommend asking the crew for permission before storing your bag in the overhead bin if you end up in the same scenario. The Economy Plus seats on this aircraft also have no seatback entertainment, but they do have an adjustable headrest, a single folding tray table, a power outlet, and a seat back pocket with a safety information card, Hemisphere magazine, and credit card advertisements. So this seat doesn't look half bad. It's decently clean, spacious, and even more special since I got it for free. But now then, let's enjoy this beautiful day outside and get going on towards Chicago. This flight will take approximately 2.5 hours, so let's sit back and enjoy some snacks. Right after we reached our cruising altitude of 36,000 feet, the crew passed around a snack basket full of cookies, pretzels, and United's famous stroopwafels. I had 2 stroopwafels the last time I was on United, but I wasn't feeling them again on this flight, so I got some Oreos instead. I know, not getting the stroopwafels on United is like going to an Italian restaurant and not ordering Italian food. Like, why am I even there in the first place? What is the point of having the United Airlines experience without stroopwafels? For my drink, I got a can of Coke, which my longtime viewers will know I have an addiction to by now. I don't know what it is, but I swear guys, at 36,000 feet, the Coke just hits different. And it's even better when the airline gives you the entire can. Overall, I'd say the snacks were pretty adequate for this flight. Our section was served sooner than others, but I would have appreciated a little bit more snacks since we were in Economy Plus. However, I guess there's so much United can give out and still make a profit. So now it's time to move on to the entertainment on today's flight. Like I mentioned earlier, this 737 doesn't have seatback entertainment. The only United 737-900s that have it are the ex-Continental 737s that also feature DirecTV. So instead of a seatback screen, you'll have to rely on your personal device to keep you occupied. That would have been just fine for me on this flight, but unfortunately the Wi-Fi gods were not pleased at the moment and prohibited the Wi-Fi from working, which means no free movies, TV shows, or music. Luckily, I was immune to the wrath of the Wi-Fi gods because I came armed with my own music and games. In the end, I wasn't really affected, but I could tell my fellow seatmates were itching for a Netflix binge that was just out of reach. A little later into the flight, I had the opportunity to get up and see the restrooms. This place was a little messy from frequent use throughout the day, but not terribly so where I thought twice about staying. There isn't anything special in here either, and it's not like I was expecting to find a treasure chest under the toilet seat. It's just that the bathroom only has everything to take care of the basic needs, which for this flight is good enough. After another hour of relaxing in my extra legroom and staring at the tiny landscape below, the city of Chicago came into view and we began our descent into the airport, which means it's time to give United their final markings for their overall score. So for this flight analysis, grading is a little tricky, since I'm a basic economy passenger, but I flew in economy plus. So for simplicity's sake, I'll be grading United on everything from a perspective of a basic economy passenger except for the seats, which I will look at from an economy plus point of view. So to start off, the seats were pretty comfortable, in good condition, and I had no issues with the legroom or operation of the seat. Usually the seats come with guaranteed storage space overhead, but since I'm a basic economy passenger and couldn't use it, I won't be grading it. Food on this flight wasn't anything special in terms of quantity, but the snack selection offered was adequate for this flight. United did lose a point on cleanliness because of the bathroom state, and a few more points for the lack of provided working entertainment. The value for this flight from a basic economy perspective was great since I got the free upgrade, and that is the sole reason why I gave United full marks. To put it simply, you're not allowed to be upgraded when you're in basic economy, and the fact that this ended up happening to me under very specific circumstances was amazing. Everything else was pretty normal and what you'd usually expect, so I'm confident that overall I've given United a reasonable score when it comes to this flight only. I'll also admit that this flight might have scored differently if I didn't receive the upgrade, and that a lot of the grading is subjective from my circumstances. So if you guys have any thoughts of your own, please feel free to share them in the comments below. This flight surely had its ups and downs, but in the end it's around the kind of quality I'd expect from an American legacy carrier. But all that truly matters to me in the end is that I was able to get back home after all my money was sucked out of me by the mascot of American capitalism. I honestly don't know what I would have done for lunch if United didn't have free snacks and drinks on board. But that's just my experiences, and I want to hear what you guys have to say. What do you guys think of United Airlines Basic Economy and Economy Plus? Any thoughts, stories, or B-movie scripts you'd like to share? Let me know down in the comments below. Well, that's it for me today. I'm off to the grocery store to buy out their stock of Doritos. Why? Because I feel like it, that's why. If you like this video, pound that like button and subscribe to Andrew's Aviation for some more dank videos. And, as always, stay safe and have a wonderful day, everyone.